Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are unboxing, having a walkthrough, and getting our first impressions of a brand new deck that has just landed in my possession. I was just out at one of my very few, I must say, metaphysical stores, and that just moved to a new location, and looking for, nothing in particular, which is usually the way these things go. And this one landed in my hands. I have no idea. I've never seen it before. I have no idea when it was published, but it's new to me. And we're going to have a look and see what's inside. So this is the, let me see if I can get it without a glare, Lucid Dreaming, Lucid Living, Your Oracle and Guide to Mastering the Dreamscape, written by Norma J. Burton and Nisha Burton, forward by Philip Carr Gom, I think is how you would say that. I'm just going to take the reflective packaging off of here because it's just going to give you a little bit of a glare and it's really not going to help you see anything. See if I can do it without destroying anything here. There we go. And we're going to just have a look. It is a huge box, by the way, guys. Like, this thing is quite massive. By comparison, I don't even have anything here to compare it with, but anyways, this is my hand, right? So anyways, it's a big hardcover box on here, super high quality. And so lucid dream to unlock your fullest potential. Now, if you've never tried lucid dreaming before, it's really interesting. So you might be drawn into that realm and into that practice. The Lucid Dreaming, Lucid Living Oracle allows you to fully explore fantastic sensory and emotional experiences through a combination of engaging text and strong, visually compelling illustrations. Dreamers will learn how to navigate through various states of consciousness with lucidity. Whether you are an experienced lucid dreamer or just beginning your journey, each card in the deck provides you with valuable tools to navigate the dream world, as well as powerful answers to daily life dilemmas. The stunning symbolic cards are composed of two parts, the waking message and the dreaming message, thus integrating the instructions for both states of consciousness. Meditating on these insightful cards will strengthen your abilities to dream lucidly and will offer guidance on how to move through walking reality more connected to your deep intuition. By bringing conscious awareness into your dreams, lucid dreaming can also help you work with nightmares within the dream time, thus redirecting the events of the dream toward healing. If you are ready for the next level tool to gain agency in your dream world and unlock your fullest potential in waking life, then this deck is for you. This deck contains 44 full color cards and a 200-page full color guidebook. And lucid dreaming, there's astral travel. All right. And there's lucid dreaming, and they are two different things. How do you get into this thing? They are two different things. Oh, there we go. So don't get them mixed up. But lucid dreaming, you are consciously aware in your dreams about what you're doing, and what is impossible or seemingly impossible in our waking life, in our dreamscape, we perceive it as real because we're awakening our frontal cortex in our brain when we're doing lucid dreaming. So it's like we are an active participant and we can make wonderful things happen. And then when we wake up, we tend to remember these things. And then the things that were normally impossible in waking life, but we've made them possible and we remember it in our lucid dream state. When we wake up, the impossible seems possible. So it's a really interesting area to get into. Anyways, so the box just opens up like a book. And on the inside cover, I dreamed I was a butterfly flitting around in the sky. Then I awoke. Now I wonder, am I a human who dreamt of being a butterfly, or am I a butterfly dreaming that I am human? Interesting. Anyway, so nice little ribbon to lift out the book. Here's the book. Wow. It is a big book. There we go. So it'll look nice in the bookcase actually. But anyway, some beautiful imagery on that. Lucid dreaming, it's a semi-gloss page. There you can see a little bit of a reflection on there. And I think if I saw when I flipped through it, yeah, it is in color. So we've got a foreword on there. We've got an introduction, preparing for lucid dreaming, entering the world of lucid dreaming. So some interesting things in here. How to use the cards, reading with a mixed deck, single card reading, dream guidance spread. What else do we have in here? Action and outcome spread. What's this one? 6-card power spread. There we go. And what else do we have? The bottom, past, present, and future. Lucid dreaming ally spread. Wow, there's quite a bit of ways to work with this deck, and quite some interesting suggestions in here. I do always like to try the spreads that come with decks if the author has put them in here, because they are the creator of the deck. So if they're making suggestions in the book as to what spreads may certainly help you get to know your deck or get started or be most effective, I do like to try them. I do tend to be a little bit more of a free-form reader in some cases, just because I've been doing it a long time. But I do appreciate when they do take the extra time and attention and care to put these things in here. So attaining lucidity spread, dream time and ordinary reality spread. Man, it really goes big. Dreamer's journey spread. And then we've got the teachings in here. So yeah, full color lucid dream journey cards, and then we've got the cards themselves. So we're going to look at each card, and at the end I'll pull a card and we'll actually read it from the book. It looks like it's 2 very full pages long, but it looks like we've got a little basic description, lucid dreaming teaching, lucid living message, and is there more? Wow, there is. And reversed. All right, so we've got a few different things in there. But yeah, it's a big book, lots of information. So I'm just going to put this to the side for the moment. There we go. And let's pull the cards out, because that's what we're all here for. Gilded. Now, if you are a purveyor of my channel in any way, I am a sucker. A big time sucker for anything that has the gilded edges. I just love them. So I just think they're pretty. So anyways, I do love them, and it does usually show a little bit of extra attention to the deck. So anyways, so let's pull let's get this off. Hold on. I'm just going to have to cut that away. There we go. Cut that away a little bit. I'm just going to put the box to the side for a minute as well. There we go. All right. So the cards themselves, they're actually the cards are nowhere near as big as the box. The cards are very similar to a tarot size, a little bit bigger. Okay. But not super big. So whether you have small hands or big hands, you should be able to work with these. You should be able to shuffle them. No problem. As I already said, the edges are gilded. Love that. Love that. The cardstock, it's pretty good. Cardstock is one of those very selective things and a very personal thing. What one person loves, another person will find absolutely hideous and atrocious and impossible to work with, okay? But this is, I would say, about a mid-grade, so about a mid-stiffness on here. It's not going to bend super easily. It will bend, because of course you're going to work with it, but it will bend, but it's not floppy by any stretch of the imagination, but it's also not stiff as a board, so it's pretty good. It is a very matte finish on there, and actually I have a feeling this will spread nice. Oh yes, there you go. So if you are a card fanner, then look how nice that went. And I haven't even, usually when you get a gilded deck right from the box with the packaging and everything, a lot of times the gilding will just stick together a little bit. So sometimes you have to peel a couple of cards apart, but this didn't do that. So that's actually really nice, and it fanned really nicely. So if you work with your cards that way, then certainly does bode well. The back of the card, we've got the all-seeing eye on there, and I actually do appreciate this because you actually can tell, because this deck does use reversals, you actually can tell if it's reversed just by the direction of this crescent moon, and I think that's the upright. So moon looking that way, I guess, is upright. and then moon looking to the left there is your reverse. But other than that, looks like it's pretty difficult to tell. So, and sometimes that's really important while you're shuffling your cards. So nice little back to the deck there, and let's have a look at the cards. I'm just going to zoom in just a little bit. There we go. And all right. So here we go. And I'll hold them up as well. And we're not going to start with card 44. We will start with card 1. Here we go. And we've got Dream Recall. Whoops, there we go. Let me just zoom that out just a little bit. Okay. Dream Recall, beautiful. Wow, it looks like, yeah, got a dragon on there. The dragon's tail comes across the planet down into the earth, so we're connecting. I'm just kind of drawn into it a little bit. So anyway, there you go. So Dream Recall, card number 1. Number 2, we've got Dream Signs. Got like a half moon there by the looks of it. This person is in it. We've got the tides. Moon affects the tides. We've got signs, right? We've got signs. Levels of lucidity. Recurring dreams. Recurring dreams, always pay attention to recurring dreams. If you don't necessarily remember your dreams when you wake up, one of the things that you can try is when you do wake up, keep your eyes closed. Don't open them. Resist the temptation. Okay, keep your eyes closed and just spend 30 seconds and just capture whatever essence you may still have about whatever you were dreaming about. Because as soon as we open our eyes, our conscious brain just takes over. And so whether you have a feeling, a fleeting image, a sensation, a picture, whatever it happens to be, capture that. Just take a second and capture that. And then with a pen and paper that you have on your bedside table, doesn't need to be anything fancy, just quickly jot it down. And later on in the day, when the remnants of sleep have long passed, you've gone on with your day, you can come back to that and see if maybe it has any kind of message or meaning for you. It may take a number of days, right? It can take like 3 or 4 days. It can take 3 or 4 weeks for some people, but there's typically something there. So it's a really quite interesting exercise to do. Anyways, recurring dreams, yes, pay attention to those. We're walking through doorways over and over and over again. Wow, it's a nice card. Desire fulfillment. What do you desire? Apparently this person desires some sort of ice cream, and well, they're getting what they desire. Nightmare rewrite. Lucid dreaming can be where you turn your fears into your personal power, right? You're turning your fears around. You're turning the nightmare into something more wonderful. And if we look on this card, we've got, a skeleton and all that scary spider up there, but then we're healing. So we've got some healing energies that are coming in through there. Portals. Of course, we can walk through walls in our lucid dreaming. We can walk through walls. We can do the impossible, and we can certainly open portals to another plane. Number 8, the void. The void can be that big reset, that big healing, anything that's possible in the void. Dream world home base. Interesting. Gaining mastery. Got like a little shadow figure over here, and look at everything that this person is doing or accomplishing. We've got dancing, we've got some instrument, we've got, I don't know what that is, maybe public speaking, we've got some sports, I don't know. Anyways, we can certainly, it's actually scientifically proven, believe it or not, scientifically proven that lucid dreaming, we can actually gain mastery. So if you practice lucid dreaming, you can If you're exercising, right? Exercising, powering through things in your dream, you can actually gain endurance and muscle. If you are practicing an instrument while you're lucid dreaming, when you come back to reality, you've actually gained another level of mastery. It's a very interesting thing. But again, it is they have done, and probably some people are still doing, scientific experiments using this. So it's really quite an interesting area to delve into. Sleep on it. When in doubt, sleep on it. Right? Best advice absolutely ever. Because, or if you're upset about something, sleep on it. Right? If you're on a diet and you have a craving, go have a nap. Right? It does work, but sleep on it can help us solve some issues. Sometimes we've got false awakening. Maybe you wake up and you're not really awake. Interesting. I don't know. Sleep paralysis. That's a scary one sometimes for people. Right? Sleep paralysis is pretty much where you think you're awake, or maybe you are awake. I'm not an expert. And you can't move. You can't move a muscle. And it's pretty scary. So there's obviously a few different kind of schools of thought on that. But sleep paralysis, it can certainly mean something. Centered power. We'll just speed up just a little bit. Number 15, bilocation, maybe being in two places at once. The three worlds. The initiate. Dream body. Oh, wow. That's a pretty one. Look at that. The six realms, number 19. I don't know how well that translates over the camera, but man, that one just kind of jumps right out at you. Dreams of power. (21) Dream yoga. 22, awake. Again, that just kind of draws you in. It's simple imagery, but yeah, simple imagery, but there's a lot to see. Interesting deck. Hand signals. 24, flying. Oh, have you ever had a dream when you're flying? Oh my goodness, it's so cool. 25, light switch. There's a light bulb going off. And remember, if you are, since the light switch button is there, if you are doing anything like this, your spiritual journey itself, or if you're trying to awaken your clairs, activate your third eye, whether you're trying to do lucid dreaming, whatever it happens to be, remember, it is not a light switch. Okay? It is not. Everyone's journey is a little bit different. Everyone takes a little bit different timelines to, follow their journey. It is not instantaneous. It is a lifelong journey once you get started, that's for sure. There's always something interesting around every single corner. So even though we've got the light switch card out here, could be that you dream of a light switch, remember, this journey is not instantaneous, okay? So whether you're trying to access your Akashic records or whatever it is, okay, take your time and trust in the process. And don't compare yourself to anyone else. 26, digital interface. Got a cell phone on that one. 27, solid structures. Oh, and this is what I was talking about earlier. Okay, remember that in our conscious awake life, right, we typically know that it's impossible to walk through a solid wall. In your lucid dream state, look, this wall has turned to water and this finger is going right through it. And again, when we wake up, we perceive, our perception has changed, that the impossible is now possible. Anyway, solid structures. 28, spinning. Ooh. Whether you're spinning or spinning objects, don't know. 29, questioning mind. 30, wow, beautiful. Pointed focus. Wow, that is a gorgeous, gorgeous card. 31, dream incubation. 32, lifting off. Ooh. 33, maintaining consciousness. 34, cosmic self and inner child. Again, beautiful card. Some of the colors on these are just, yeah, absolutely gorgeous. 35, co-author. 36, dream characters. Ooh, who are you meeting in your dreams? 37, dominators. 38, animal guides. 39, mythic sages. Here, I've got a dragon on that one again. 40, mother of dreaming. 41, ghosts. I think that's the one on the front of the box. Anyways. 42, beloved. 43, practicing death. Interesting. And 44, celestial guides. All right. So let's give this a little bit of a shuffle and let's pull a card. And again, we'll read it from the book. If you are going to depart at this time, because you've seen the cards, let me know what you think of these. Do you have the deck? If you do, I would love to hear from you. How has it worked for you? Do you feel connected with it? Is it giving you some deep insights? Is it helping you with your lucid dreaming or help explain it? I would love to hear from you. But let's pull a card and let's see what message do we have for people right now. Whoa. Okay, we're going to take this one. Digital interface. All right, I'm just going to plop a crystal on top of that. So we've got the digital interface card. So when we look at this a little bit closer, we've got a planet in the background there. Of course, we've got a hand holding a cell phone, and then we've got a person escaping from the cell phone. So whether my initial interpretation of this is, spot on or not, we do need to leave our technology alone. Our technology can really help us in a lot of things, right? I mean, right now I'm recording on a phone, right? It's the best camera I have. So our technology can really help us. It can help us find information. It can help us solve problems. It can help us connect with other people, but sometimes it can also take over our lives, right? For every good, there is, kind of a negative, right? So we can become obsessed. We can become glued to our phones. We're all going to end up like little hunchbacks or something. So this can certainly be that we're escaping from our phone and we're freeing ourselves. We're freeing our mind. We're freeing our senses. So let's get the book out and see what the book has to say. But I do get, for many people, I do get quite a few messages that do say, we've got to embrace technology, but not let it overpower us, because it can take us to dark places sometimes, right? Let me just find the right page. Here it is. All right. Keywords: miscommunication, numbing, obsession, being transfixed, technical glitches, overstimulation, and developing a healthy balance. And there you go. The dreamer leaps out of a phone made aware of the fact that she was asleep by a malfunctioning digital reality. The subtle glow of the screen no longer transfixes her. Lucid dreaming teaching. In our modern world, we are inundated with technological inputs. Our phones have almost become a part of us. Most people can relate to the profound feeling of distress and unease when they think, even for a moment, that they've lost their phone. No. Technology has become the primary means of connection and creation within our world, so it's no wonder that technology finds its way into the dream time. The fascinating thing that happens in the dream time is that technology takes on a life of its own and doesn't behave as we expect it to. Many times, technological malfunctions that occur in dreams can be pretty disturbing. This can manifest as your phone glitching, or your computer getting a virus, or your TV refusing to turn off. When technology tools rebel, we feel helpless and unsettled. Checking in with technology is a great way to perform a state check. Chances are you've already looked at your phone numerous times a day. Imagine if each time you looked at it, you authentically questioned if you were dreaming. You would become lucid all the time. To perform a digital state check, study your phone each time you look at it during the day. Search for glitches, inconsistencies, and errors. Lucid dreamers used to conduct Lucid dreamers used to conduct a digital state check by looking at their digital watches to see if the numbers remain consistent. In dreams, the numbers on digital clocks have a habit of changing from one moment to the next or appearing as hieroglyphs or garbled symbols. But most of us no longer wear digital watches or wear digital clocks because we have the time on our phones. So check the time on your phone each day and ask yourself if you are dreaming. Flip the phone over and then look back at it to see if the time is consistent. You can perform a digital state check on your computer as well. It's a well-known fact among lucid dreamers that text has difficulty staying steady within the dream time. If you're reading something on your computer, try looking away and then looking back. Has the text changed? If so, are you dreaming? Does the text move around your computer screen and refuse to stay still? If so, you are dreaming. Just as light switches can become rebellious in the dream time, other forms of technology can also refuse to respond. A digital malfunction commonly experienced in dreams is when a computer, phone, or TV refuses to turn off. Sometimes when the TV refuses to turn off, there is a scary movie playing on the screen. The film becomes increasingly disturbing, and yet you may not be able to turn it off even by unplugging the TV. But if you recognize this as a dream sign, what at first is a recurrent nightmare can become a lucidity trigger and thus a gift. This is a profound example of how our fears can help us become lucid. That is why we need to face them directly while dreaming. When we do this, healing can take place. Technology aids you in your daily life in innumerable ways. Let it also be your ally in the dream time. Creating a state check out of something that you already do each day is a great way to work on your lucid dreaming practice into your daily routine. Moreover, it can help you become aware of how much you interact with technology throughout your day and bring you more presence to it when you do. The lucid living message. Themes of overstimulation, miscommunication, addiction, and lack of fulfillment may all be present. Your messages may be getting mixed and your ability to communicate may be scrambled. Do you feel as if no one understands what you're trying to say? Just as when Mercury goes retrograde, technology may be adding to your miscommunications. Did you accidentally text the wrong person something embarrassing? We've all done that. Did you write an angry letter to blow off steam, then accidentally press send? Word to the wise, if you're going to write an angry email, take everyone out of the to line, and that way you can't accidentally press send. Just a little trick. Maybe what seems like an accident is actually a Freudian slip. If you've been suppressing your true feelings, they will probably burst out in unexpected ways. Until you're consciously decided what you want to say, it's a good idea to step back from your devices because they can betray you. Technology is known to misbehave in the dream time, but at this moment, it may be doing the same thing in your waking life. Back up your devices, double check your spelling, and think twice before pressing send. There's a lot of information in here. The stimulation of technology may be making you bored with life, always seeking that next dopamine fix. This card is a wake-up call, giving you a moment to question your current relationship with technology. Does it feel healthy? Frankly, examine whether you are dependent on technology or even edging towards an addiction to it. If you are not alone. In the modern world, most people are entranced by the physical world, or entranced by the shared dream of technology. Transfixed by their screens, they stop engaging with the physical world and withdraw into their phones' images and messages. With technology, we can create amazing things, imagine fantastic worlds, and explore infinite possibilities. But we can also be numbed by it and fall prey to the endless distractions. Are there activities in your life that you've wanted to cultivate? Perhaps a meditative practice, or learning to play an instrument, or speaking a new language, or exercising more, only to find yourself glued to your phone in any free moment. Check in and see if, rather than living your own creative life, you are vicariously living the lives of others. Although entertaining, this is not fulfilling your personal potential. Self-comparison is on the rise as we are constantly bombarded with the visions of other people's perfect lives on social media. That is perfect as in quotations, by the way. Rather than inspiring you to create something extraordinary with your own life, this can spiral you down into depression and hopelessness. How do you feel after a long day of looking at your phone, scrolling through other people's posts, reading the news, and binging on TV shows? Not great? If your dreams have become a continuation of the shows you watch, it is time to make memories of your own. Get out into the world and live your life. Put down the phone, turn off the computer, and take time each day to live your life in the physical world. The trance induced by technology is similar to non-lucid dreams. To live a lucid life, you must balance passive consumption with active creation. Well, there you go. There's not really much more to add to that. That is a lot of information coming off of one card. But did that speak to you in some way? Did it hit home in some way? Are you listening to that message and going, yeah, that's me, or that's my spouse, or that's my friend, or that's my children? What can you do to change that? Again, technology is a wonderful tool, but it can be to our detriment. And they do actually say that, here's the thing, is that when we look at other people's Facebook posts and things like that, no one posts the bad times. No one posts the pictures of when someone is so upset by something that someone just said that they're curled up in a fetal position on the couch, bawling their eyes out. No, we see the happy, glamorous things. We see the joy and the laughter. But there has to be a balance there somewhere. So if you are someone that's maybe missing human connections, or you've had a bad breakup and all you see, you're bombarded with all of these pictures, then it's not going to help necessarily your state of mind, right? So we've got to get off our phones. I have a rule for myself. I turn my phone off at 7:30. You want to get a hold of me after 7:30? Well, you're not. So, it sits on the charger, it goes away, and that's just it. And I did that a number of years ago, because I found myself going down into that rabbit hole. And they're useful, but there is a limit. There is a point where they no longer become useful, especially if you've, maybe gone out to dinner with friends, or you're trying to have a romantic dinner with your spouse, and the phones are there. Like a third wheel, right? So put them away and be present in the moment, right? Remember, if we're trying to manifest our best life, we do have to be present as well. And we can't do that looking at the screen of someone else's life. Anyway, okay, well, there we go. That's one big teaching off of one card. So I'm going to stop at that. This video's gone a little bit long anyway, but what did you think? I would love to hear your feedback. Again, if you have this deck, I would love to know how you're working with it. You know, how it's helping you. It certainly does seem to have a wealth of information, even if we're just looking at the one particular card. Very succinct, very to the point, and of course, it can certainly help you to help you in your lucid dreaming as well. But I thank you guys for watching. I don't currently, as I do this video, have a link to buy this thing because I bought it in a store and I've never seen it before, but I'll search for it. If I can find somewhere to buy it, then I will put that up for you. But I hope you guys have an absolutely fantastic day. I do thank you for watching. Check out my other playlists for more information or more content on my channel. I've got pick a card readings, got timeless readings, got money. I've got singles if you're looking for love, and of course daily readings as well, all up there for your perusal. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.